Hey guys, it's
Hey,
Rich,
and X.
and we are
Two guys talking
Talking
games.
Games, episode
Episode
6.
6. Oh yeah, it's awesome, man.
Yep.
Awesome.
I guess a Halloween-themed episode,
Yes,
I
yes,
guess, right?
yes, yes. A little spooky. Been going nuts this past week and this whole weekend
Yeah,
with the kids and taking them to all these different functions that they have. I guess schools and different places they have their little Halloween parties for the weekend.
oh yeah.
So that's what I've been up to. It's like, oh, what a game!
Yep, we've been doing the same thing, man.
Gotta take them here, gotta take them there. Gotta do a little Halloween thing. But it's all cool because they like it. They have a really good time.
Oh yeah, they love that stuff, man. They love it.
It sucks though. All these parties, no goddamn candy. I'm like, damn. What the hell is my candy? No
candy.
No candy. You people ain't cheap. They ain't giving out no damn candy.
It's Halloween. They gotta have candy.
I know. Although they did get something. They got this little floss and toothpick pack from a dentist.
Stop. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm that serious. My daughter was like, "Daddy, this is what." I'm like, don't worry, sweetie. We'll get you some candy.
They should have gave him some candy with the floss.
With the floss. I'm like, damn.
He said after you eat the candy, use the floss and the. Come on, man. That's just being cheap.
That is being cheap.
Cheap. Yeah, this is our 6th episode.
Yeah.
Very cool. I just wanted to tell you I'm really sad today.
Why? What happened? What happened?
Just give me a second here, man.
They compose yourself.
I know, man. I'm just, they
survive.
survive. They gave a Dark Souls beta code. It was a universal code. 90,000 spots opened this weekend to PS3 users. The beta was open. The time was ridiculous. I can't even tell you if I would have been able to play this, but for our time, the beta was open from 2 a.m. this morning. This morning to 5 a.m.
Right.
Which is ridiculous. But
I mean, I was contemplating it, but there's no way in hell I ain't getting up until 2 o'clock in the morning from my nice warm ass bed.
I know.
To go downstairs and go play some Dark Souls. No.
I know.
There's principalities in this, and that shit could wait till the game come out. Now, if it was during the day, hell yeah. But I ain't waking up no 2 something in the morning, 3 or 4 until 5. No.
I know.
No.
It would have been nice, I guess. Well, first of all, I mean, my PS3 died during the week, so I couldn't even get out of the gate.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I had I'm guessing someone who listens to the show on Facebook who was trying to help me out with the whole thing. I appreciate the help. Didn't work out. His name's Jonathan Himes. Jonathan, thanks for trying to help me out. Power supply problem, I'm guessing. I don't know. But, I mean, the bottom line is I don't know if I would have gotten up at 2 to play Dark Souls. I might have been feeling crazy enough where I really wanted one of us to be able to talk about it today on the show. And if I was feeling crazy, I was going to get up, play for a while, then kind of give some impressions. But, no promises.
Listen. I'm not the prettiest of guys. I need all the beauty sleep I could get. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. No, I ain't waking up and home. Nope.
And I do understand why they wanted to do it at a specific time for everyone, because they wanted people to be able to summon people. And so they wanted the servers to be open only at a certain time, so everyone could get on at once and kind of try to help each other out.
But in the middle of the night. That's messed up.
Right.
What Sony should have done, and they did it at that time because in Japan that's pretty much the middle of the day for them.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, that's the middle of the freaking night.
Mm-hmm.
So, being Sony should have been like, well, we value our customers. Let's do it twice. You know what I mean? On this day, open it up at nighttime over there in America, but over here in Japan at this time, and then we'll have a different, separate one for the U.S. at this time. That would have been the awesome thing that they could have done, but they decided not to, and that kind of leaves a sore spot, man, because that's messed up.
You know two separate ones, like one every 12 hours.
Yeah, one every 12 hours or something, man. Give me something. You know, don't just sit there like right now. It could be 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. That would actually be perfect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Japan time, then 12 hours later, do 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on our time.
Or something, yeah.
And then I know what you're saying. That would have probably been. Oh, I'm guessing a lot more people from North America would have played this.
Yeah.
If it was a little better.
I mean, I would have definitely have gotten in. I would have gotten off GTA. I would have freaking gotten on that damn thing and probably hit it hard all 3 hours. You know.
Yeah.
But
that would have been very cool.
It's just no. At 2 o'clock in the morning, no.
You know, and it also, my PS3 dying also means I can't finish The Walking Dead, and I'm only at the end of episode 2.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
So I really don't know. I'm undecided what I'm going to do.
That blows. That really blows.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, no big deal. So you've been playing what, just GTA this week or something else?
Well, of course at work I've been doing Pokemon. Of course, you know. I mean, that's just. I mean, it's Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
You know, I've been doing some Pokemon. I've been playing around with my Vita. I've been doing a couple football matches here and there on my Vita, and then
okay.
Yeah, everything else has been GTA, man.
Yeah.
GTA Online. Still nothing with the stimulus package, but they are saying that they want to make sure that they have all the kinks out first, because they don't want people, bitching. Oh, hey, you gave us all this money, but I lost it all over again.
Right. I did read that.
mean? So I guess just, we just got to be patient until they actually get off their asses and stop having those models jiggle their balls over there when they're over there on vacation, because they ain't doing a goddamn thing, because they just sold $1 billion in 3 days. You know what I mean?
It's not enough.
They need to chop, get the shit done and give me my goddamn money,
Did you see what I put? I put an article that IGN posted probably the day before yesterday. This is what the title was of the article they posted. Are you planning to go all digital with your next generation consoles?
I read that shit too. I read it
too. I'm
like, wait a minute.
Didn't we just have a show on that?
Too little, too late.
Oh man, wait a minute. Jeez, I'm sure IGN has a lot more viewers or listeners than we do, but still, it's just like, it just seemed like a week after ours.
This
is a great idea.
Yeah, we beat it. We beat them to it. Fuck it.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'll take that. I'll walk away with that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see what else I got on my my agenda here. I just want to let you know I did download a game that's going to be on. I got a top 10 for today's topic, but obviously we'll get to that. But I did play a game called Indigo Prophecy, which is a game that came out for the original Xbox.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was kind of like a murder mystery.
Mm-hmm.
It has some dealings with the occult. It looks a lot like one of the original Max Payne's.
Yeah.
But downloaded it for $9.99. I had to. Played the first 2-3 hours of it, and I'm absolutely hooked. I mean, I can't wait finding clues and this and that. So
you know what would have really been awesome?
Don't start. I know what you're gonna say.
If you would have finished one of the games that you have on backstock, and on top of that, jump on some fucking GTA. God damn!
Oh man, we just went through this last week too.
Other games.
Yep. To celebrate the 4 games that I have to finish, I'm gonna buy another one to add to my collection.
Wow.
What is happening to me, man? I need some intervention. I need someone to come in and say, no, this is what you're doing. But you know what? Also, I wanted to give you a little quick.
What's up?
Very quick review on the Borderlands 2 DLC that came out this
week. You played it? You played it on Tuesday?
I did. Bloody Harvest.
Okay.
TK Baja's Bloody Harvest. It was $2.99.
Yeah.
When I read online that it was an hour and a half of gameplay, They meant it. It took me about an hour and a half.
You really can't extend that, can you?
No, you really can't, man. It's just another area that's included in the game, but excellent art style. Really creepy, very Halloween art style. I mean, pumpkins everywhere. Just, I love it. And the music actually reminded me of something from Fable.
Are you serious?
Which was strange. The whole time I'm playing, I'm like,
is this Fable?
Right. It's like from the Fable soundtrack, Very quick, took me an hour and a half, like I said. Really not a lot you can say about it. You have one boss fight.
Yeah.
And my character is so leveled up, nothing can even touch me. So there was no challenge whatsoever.
It was one of those walking around, be like, oh, what? You scratching me?
Yeah, right. And I just turn around, I melee people. I didn't even bother shooting them. One thing I could say that annoyed me that is always in the Borderlands games.
What?
I turned around and I couldn't walk forward, and I looked down and, I got stuck on like a little board. And I was like, so I had to jump my way out of it. I got stuck on like nothing. So I'm like, why am I getting stuck on nothing? So anyway,
you're like,
no big deal.
With the board?
Yeah, it was just like literally just like a little board in front of me. So overall, hour and a half of content for about $2.99. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something else. Hour and a half content for $2.99 exactly. It's not about. It's not $2.50ish, $3ish.
It's about $2.99.
To give or take, whatever you want to pay.
It's okay with them.
Yeah, they're going on charity. No, I gave it a 7.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I mean, hour and a half of content.
I mean, what I did in the Halloween spirit that I picked up my cheap ass. I'm a huge. Now you know this about me.
Yep.
Like I could be in the middle of playing GTA, and I just did that yesterday. Actually, I was in the middle of playing GTA, and I got the urge. I got the inkling, the inspiration.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know me, whenever I get that, and I gotta build something, I go on Minecraft.
Minecraft. I did see you on that, actually.
I'm a huge fan of Minecraft, and I've built these whole freaking hell. I even built the building we work at.
Yeah, that's right.
So I went on and I'm looking, and they have a Halloween texture pack.
What?
So when you go in, you're like in this everything. The animals are all like zombie animals.
What?
So they're all the pig. It had the pig head, and then everything else was bones. What I mean? It was pretty cool. The dirt, the stone had little skulls in it and shit. It was pretty cool. Wow. It was free.
Oh, really?
It was free. I think it was free. I know I didn't get the trial. Either way, even if I paid for it, I don't remember. Either way, I got the full version of it.
That's awesome.
But it was awesome. It was awesome. You could build all this stuff all in Halloween thing.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That sounds very cool. Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I need to.
Well, no,
another game to my arsenal.
No. Minecraft, no.
That'll be the end of me, man.
You will get hooked, and you'll be on it for months on end, like I was. Well,
that's what I figured. That would be the end of me. I'd be on there, but I would never get off.
Minecraft is freaking awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from everyone's told me how good that game is. Yeah. Well, do you have any other things you want to add before we get into our topic?
Just that Chaotic Savage is a chicken wuss. I just wanted to throw that out there.
And this has to do with the topic, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Is that what yeah, I figured that
yes,
from
yes, it does.
Wow. Yeah, that's I guess we can elaborate on that. That's well, our topic for the week is what are the favorite scary games that we played throughout the years.
Yeah, I pretty much broke mine down into two different categories.
Mm-hmm.
I put games that startled me, gave me a start, made me jump like because it's a scary area, but I'm not scared of it.
Right.
But then at times something will happen and startle me. So that's one. And then there's the whole other where it just fills me with dread, and I'm like, I really get really into the game that I actually end up getting a little frightened of it. I never quit the game because of it, but
Yeah.
You know, it makes you feel that way. Which is
Okay.
good, which means that the developers did one hell of a fucking job and that they put their point across and, you know, are
Oh
actually
yeah.
making people feel this way, which is good.
Now, how many
That
games
is
do you
it.
got in this category?
I have a few. I have a few. I have like three.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
From the startlements, I have like, yeah, like four, 3 or 4. So I haven't really been scared. I'm not really that easy to scare,
Yeah.
and get all scared up and stuff like that. So,
Mm.
but yeah, I broke mine into a different list. Now I'm gonna talk about my startlements first.
Okay.
Okay, and it was just certain part of a game that just startled and makes your heart race, and then you know you're okay.
Right.
And this is a way back game. This came out in the 90s. I'm a huge fan of the genre, but a
Mm.
huge fan of the first initial 3 games.
Mm. Okay.
To me, they were my favorite of this series, which of course is Resident Evil. Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah.
But the game that actually scared me, not scared me, but startled me, was Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
And there's a part in the game. I mean, I love the whole premise that you're all, you know, you're in this police station and you're running away from zombies. You know, you have to unlock these doors. You got to get here. You got to save these people, and you got to. It's an awesome concept, awesome game. But there's a part in the game when you're in the interrogation rooms
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
walk in and you look and it's got the one-way mirror there, well, the one-way glass, and you're looking and you
Yeah.
see something in the other room that you have to go get because hey, you know that's where I got to go. So you
Yeah.
go outside the door, you go to the other side. Now you were just in that room and there was nothing in there.
Nothing's in there.
You go to the other room, and as soon as you're about to grab whatever it is that you're gonna grab from that room, a
Yep.
fucking licker jumps and breaks through the glass and just
Oh
startles the hell out
man.
of you. Like, oh, what the? The first time that
Oh.
happened, that was a really good. That did startle me. That did startle me. And the messed up part is, and why it's in my list, is because even now, even though I know it's gonna happen, it still fucking startles me. You know, it's one of
Man.
those like you're
Because you're waiting.
anticipating it. You're like,
You're waiting
and it
for it.
still gets you.
Yeah, you're waiting for it.
Uh-huh.
You're probably sitting there anticipating it. Heart starts pumping, and next thing you know,
Yeah.
comes breaking through the glass. Now that's you said Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
That Resident Evil 2 is actually my favorite
Oh, okay.
of all the
Okay.
Resident Evils. Um, Another game that did that to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I know it did it to you too, was the original Bioshock.
Oh.
Now Bioshock,
Yep.
as you know, Bioshock's an awesome game. You know, it
Oh
did
yeah.
have some scary parts, some like what the hell, like when you go to that down at the bottom there, and where all the
Yeah.
mannequins are,
Yes.
and you're like, what the fuck? And the
Yes.
goddamn
There's some
mannequins.
collectible. I forgot
Yeah,
about that part. There's
yeah,
some collectible down there. Yes, and you're waiting for one to like come to
yeah.
life.
Just come to life, and yeah. So you know that you know, but no, the
Wow.
part that startled me was when you're collecting the plasmid. You go right
Yep.
there in the corner. You go to that desk, and there's a plasmid right there. And as soon as you grab it, or you're reading something or whatever, as soon as it's done, you turn around. There's a fucker right there, right in front of your
And there's
face,
well, there's smoke in the room. Remember the smoke? And then when you turn around, the smoke starts to
to thin out.
disappear. There's a dude with goggles right in front of you, smiling
Yeah,
at you.
it's like, oh
Oh,
man,
creepy. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That of course always startles me, and then surprisingly, and I don't know why, but the first time I ever played Minecraft,
Mm.
I was digging, you know, and I built my little house of dirt, you know, because
Yeah.
you know there was all these freaking things at night, you know. Now, mind you, when I first got Minecraft, this was when it first came out. They
Yeah.
didn't have creative mode. It was all you know, survival,
Okay.
and so you had to, you know. So I
Yeah.
did what I did, and at night I was mining, and it got too late, and the enemies started coming out, and all of a sudden I'm breaking some rocks and stuff, and I
Right.
hear this hissing noise. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking around, I don't see nothing. I keep breaking, and then I fucking turn around. As soon as I turn around, I see one of them goddamn creepers and a fucker splashes and blows up and just startles the shit out of me. I'm like, you mother.
What? Oh man.
Yeah. So that was like the first time ever that I ever played Minecraft, and that's what happened. And that was a game that startled me.
Yeah.
So that was my startlements, and then my actual scary games, I would have to say, Dead Space 1.
Oh yeah.
Dead Space 1, man. When you're out there in space, there's absolutely nobody around. Everybody's freaking dead.
Yep.
Even though the person who you think is talking to you, I mean, just that whole thing, and you're out there and you walk into the area, and all you see is freaking body bags.
Yes.
And blood all around, and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yep.
It's just some really, 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 really scary parts. It's just that game fills you with dread, and you're very cautious on where you go, and you start hoarding as much ammo as you can.
Yes.
I mean, I know I did, and that. So that for me was one of the scary games. Another one was of course, I mean, freaking Doom 3 for the original Xbox.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Doom 3. I mean, hell, you're in hell.
You are in hell,
you're
literally.
Actually in hell, And there's that part where you have to walk around with that flashlight.
Yep.
And then put it down, and then you're able to take out your gun.
Yep.
Oh man! Everything's all dark. Oh, you see little red dots flying around. And the red dots are the people's eyes. Or you see the freaking people working on the pipes and stuff, and then when you go by them, like in the very beginning of the game, you see like these shadows just walking, and you're like, "What the fuck is that shit?
What is that?"
You're like, "No."
Oh my gosh, dude!
It's just some really scary games, and my top number one pick of games that actually have scared me, made me contemplate quitting the game, but I stuck it out and I finished it, was Condemned.
Yep.
Condemned. Goddamn Condemned. The original Condemned.
Yes.
Not Condemned 2.
2 is horrible.
I'm a piece of crap. Condemned 2. No.
Yeah, I don't even know what that was.
Condemned was a game that did scare me, and so I would say that would be my top number one game that actually ever scared me and made me think about not finishing.
Did you ever play Condemned more than one time?
No.
Okay.
I finished it though.
I'm just curious because it was free. I got all the achievements on that game.
Yeah, I know you did. I missed like one or something like that because you went back and you played some part. Remember?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think I just like the game so much. I just because I don't do that with a lot of games. Yeah. But now, is that one of the games that someone we know could finish?
Now there's someone out there that I know, name being Chaotic Savage Gamertag, that has actually fucking put it in. He goes in. He's like, "Oh, all right. So this game Condemned is really good." I'm like, "Yeah. Pick it up and play it."
Yeah.
His excuse at the time, he was living alone.
Yep.
He was living, like he was renting a room somewhere, and he was over there by himself and stuff, and it was all dark. It was at nighttime, and he decides he's gonna go play this game, and he puts it in. And I told him a couple of days before, I'm like, "Dude, you gotta play this game. It's an awesome game."
Yeah.
He played that shit. He got to a certain point. He said, "Hell, motherfucking no."
Nope.
He turned that shit off and got rid of the game. Said, "Nope. I am never playing that game again."
And never went back.
And he never went back.
Oh man. Jeez. Wow. Well, living alone, I can kind of see where he's coming from, man. That was a creepy game, man.
But see, you wouldn't think that of Chaotic though if you ever see him. He's like, man, right. And for him to, I was like, oh, dude. So he's one up there on the chicken wuss. So
he's not a fan of horror games, probably.
No, he's not.
Jeez, man, that's. Well, Condemned was definitely...
Condemned, man. Condemned was a really scary game.
A crazy, scary game.
I like the whole fact that, okay, you don't really get that many guns. You don't get that much ammo.
Yes.
So what do? You're able to rip a pipe out of the wall and use the pipe. You know what I mean? And that whole premise of the game of being able to do that's what made the game even scarier. Because you hardly had any weapons, any ammo. You had to scavenge and grab things and use that to fight, you know?
That was true survival horror.
Yes.
That really was. And there was even a boss in that game. Do you remember this lady, this really big lady with like a butcher knife? She was in this kitchen, and she was chopping his meat up.
Yeah.
Do you remember fighting her?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
That was creepy. Oh man, that scared me.
Woo. But now I have to say this because I told them I was gonna say there was a game that I never finished.
Oh. So, really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, but
was a game
who am I to laugh, right?
That I never finished because the fucked up part is I only played the demo.
Oh, okay. Then I thought it was gonna be something else.
The demo was too scary. I couldn't do it. I don't know what it was about the goddamn game. I couldn't do it.
I know what this is.
It was fucking Silent Hill. Son of a bitch, the original Silent Hill. It was like nope. Man, I still have the demo because back then for the PlayStation 1, the demos came in a disc, and you used to get the demos in your magazine.
Yeah, they did that with. I remember they did that with Xbox too back in the day.
So I would grab the demo. I still have it somewhere in my game stuff. Wow. And I would put it in, start to play it, and I'm like, okay, I'm in this diner with this police officer, and all this shit happens. I'm like, okay, so I have to go somewhere, and I end up at a school. And the school did it for me because there was no lights. The fucking alarm kept going, and you were only illuminated by like this round circle around you.
Yep.
And I don't know if you noticed, but every time you walked in the corners of the things, you would see little shadows of these little things walking around. And like you would go into, I remember I went into one of the classrooms, and I had to get from one end to the other, and there was all these desks. In the classroom, and you would have to maneuver around the desks. But the problem was that throughout the classroom, these little things were walking around trying to get you. And I was like, oh hell no! Click, no. Power off, get that demo out of here. I never purchased the game, but because of that fucking demo, I never picked up the game. I was like, nope, not for me.
Just based on the demo.
Just based on the demo. So
that's a creepy game, though.
Yeah, that was a creepy game.
The whole series. I mean, I've always thought Resident Evil is creepy, but Silent Hill for some reason is just downright disturbing.
Yeah.
It's just a different type of creepiness, you know. So, and there's a bunch of games in the Silent Hill series, just like there is with Resident Evil. But you want me to read some of the community?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Things that they okay. Let's see. We got. I put up what's the creepiest games that you've played, and of course, Chaotic, who we were just talking about, he put a bunch of stuff up here, which is kind of cool. He was talking about the Dead Space series.
Yeah, but I believe Dead Space 2 is the one that does it for
especially him. Exactly, yeah. It's exactly right. Dead Space 2. He was talking about getting freaked out by reading some in-game message.
Yeah, he was telling me it was an in-game message, and those text logs that you're able to pick up.
Yep.
And he read it, and it was something about a guy who started work, and he was going from point A to point B, and he was writing down like, "The hell! I hear this noise behind me, walking towards me as I'm walking." And he's thinking it's his coworkers, and he's like, "Oh man, you guys are messed up," So he's writing all this stuff, why you guys, mess with me? Where are you guys? I gotta go do this. And there's a point that he even leaves a voice log.
Yeah.
And he's basically saying the same thing, and he's like, "Oh man, you guys are messed up. Where are you guys? I can't find you." And as he's talking, he actually trips over a dead body of the person whom he's leaving the log for. He's actually looking for that person. He's like, "What the hell? If that's not you, what the hell is that making the noise behind me?" And so that cuts off. And then Adrian was telling me that after that, he started walking, and he started hearing that noise too in the game.
That the guy was talking about?
After that, he fucking turned that shit off and said, "Nope."
So he never finished the game?
He never finished it. He never finished it. You never finished it. And he goes, I had it, but I don't know when the hell I'm gonna finish it.
Oh wow, that is pretty creepy, actually. I played Dead Space 2, but I don't even remember that part. I just played the whole thing and I didn't like the game for some reason.
Well, see, the thing is, he reads everything.
Yes.
Like there are things that you pick up. Like once you pick them up, he actually sits there and reads every single thing.
Yeah.
He'll listen to everything. It was kind of like Doom 3. You know how you'd pick up all them logs and you'd have to read everything and you'd have to, it was like that.
Yep.
So he would always do
that. Well,
so in doing so, he scared the shit out of himself.
Guess so, man. Jeez. Man, I don't want to we're picking on him a lot here. Jeez. Because then he's talking about Clock Tower.
Yeah, Clock Tower. That was a game that my wife and my sister-in-law bought for him, and he played it for 15 minutes, and then after that, he never picked it back up, and the game mysteriously disappeared.
That's what she was saying,
nope.
actually. And then she was talking about a game called Snatcher.
Yes, for the Sega.
For the Sega.
Yeah. I never played that game. I was never a big fan of Sega. So
really?
I've never really, no.
Yeah, I never had a Sega, I don't believe. Let's see. Then you got Marion Hammond, who was talking about a game called Shadow Man.
Mm-hmm.
That came out, I believe, for the original PlayStation, and it later came out on the PS2. I was just reading a little synopsis on the game before the show because I've never heard of the game before, and it looks like it was a Jack the Ripper game, which I could see why that would be creepy.
Yeah,
but I mean,
actually, that game Snatchers, they're looking into, they're trying to get it remade for Sony for the Sony PlayStation Store.
Snatcher game? Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and like upgraded, voice acting and upgraded graphics and stuff. And I think that'd be awesome because from what I hear from her, I mean that was a really scary game, and that was a game that actually scared her.
Really? Huh. Might be worth checking out.
Yeah.
Then James Moody put the original Dead Space.
Yeah.
He put the level with the regenerating necromorph always makes me jump.
Yeah.
And then he put a close second would be Super Mario Sunshine because it's awful.
What a jackass. Really?
It's so bad it's scary, I guess. So I guess that was his way, I guess that's possible. Something could be so bad it scares you.
Yeah.
You never want to play it again,
Yeah.
But there are a lot more scary games than I thought. I came up with a huge list that I knocked down to a quick top 10.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a huge fan of horror. No, I'm the opposite, man. It can't get scary enough for me.
Yeah.
It really can't. I put for 10 I put the original Alan Wake.
Oh yeah.
And I did something similar to you where I used two words to basically describe the game, either scary or disturbing or both.
Yeah.
So Alan Wake to me was just scary. It wasn't disturbing. It had such a build-up because the game was in development for years that I knew the game couldn't possibly live up to my expectations. But it was still good, and there was plenty of scary parts in it. But that's my number 10 pick. 9 is a game called Indigo Prophecy that came out for the Xbox.
Yeah.
We were talking about that before the show. I recently downloaded that, and actually we were talking about that during the show, weren't we, today? I can't even remember. Because I don't remember. Sometimes we hit record, and we're talking before and after. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway. But that game, I probably played a third of it so far, and I could already tell you right now it's scary and disturbing because it's like a murder mystery.
Yeah.
And it looks like it deals with some of the occult where this guy's possessed, and he murders this guy, and he has no recollection of his actions. I actually can't wait to get back into it because it seems like a really good game. Number 8 would be a game that we both haven't finished.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing.
Oh yeah. That was one of my honorable mentions. That game and Prey.
Oh,
remember Prey?
That's right.
That shit was
the
freaky
original.
when you go to the spaceship. You get zoomed in, man. That was some
That's right.
shit.
I forgot about Prey. They've been talking about making a sequel to that for years.
Yeah.
but they still haven't.
So that was one of the honorable mentions for me for the creepy games.
I wonder if we'll ever finish the thing.
You know, I got to jump on that, man. I do. I got to jump on that.
Man, it's just I'm so close to the finish. But anyway, I categorize that as scary and disturbing, and I also call that the game that got away. Because I finished that got away. I finished like about 90% of the game, but I found out it came out in 2002. I didn't think it was that old.
Oh wow!
But you know, I didn't finish it because I've always found the game to be too difficult.
Yeah.
I always had a problem with finishing it. It just seemed too difficult for me. But anyway, number 7 I got, of course, the original Dead Space.
Yeah. I was
never found it. Creepy. Yeah, that was good. That was scary to me, but not disturbing. The first time I played it, it scared the hell out of me. But it kind of became predictable after a while.
Yeah, games tend
to. I played 2. I never played 3. But the first game in the series was good.
3 was good. 3 was good, especially because you're able to do it on co-op. And the cool thing about the co-op is that, like me and Chaotic, we would do a lot of these games on co-op, and this one was unique because the 2 different players is not just one generic player for everybody. 2 different generic players, 2 different players, and each one has their own point of view of things. And like I would be Isaac, and he would be the mercenary, and I would be seeing one thing, and he would walk into the same room and be seeing something completely different. You know?
Wow!
And so it was awesome, and I would be there like, okay, what the hell are you doing? And he's over here shooting enemies and killing them, and I'm like, I don't see no enemies. He's like, they're right there, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You know? Yeah.
Oh, that is creepy, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I don't think I even knew that.
Yeah.
I knew it was co-op, but that's pretty creepy right there, man.
That's what made that game stand out, especially in co-op. You know what I mean? It's a really good game in co-op. It is. And on top of that, look at the replayability. Next time around, switch characters, man. Yeah.
Sure.
And you'll see that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I never did play 3, but that's one of the ones I got to go back to and pick up, and I just don't know when. Yeah, right. But anyway, for number 6, I have Silent Hill Homecoming, which was scary and disturbing. Really disturbing environments, incredibly intimidating boss battles. I remember every time a boss fight started, it was very similar to me, the same feeling that I got from Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It was that there's no way I can beat this thing. How am I supposed to get to it? And so that was definitely, and it's just such a disturbing game. Jeez, you'd walk into a room and it's a normal room, and then the walls would melt off, and you're in hell. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, that was number 6. Number 5 I got. Let me see where my 5 is here. Doom 3.
Yes. Doom 3, man. Doom 3.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome freaking game. Scary. If you sit there and you read everything that's going on, I mean, it's awesome. That is a very, very awesome game. I even bought the
remake, the HD.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. It's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
It's worth it, man. It's definitely, because you get them all. You get all Doom 1, 2.
The only thing about it is that they removed co-op for it. And the one for the original Xbox, what's really awesome about it was that game had co-op online.
They did have. I think that was one of the only games.
That was an online co-op game, and that was unheard of back then. I mean, they tried it for Halo 2, but that failed.
Yes.
Yes. And they did it for Doom 3, and that was a very awesome game doing it back then on co-op. But playing it all over by myself on the 360, it was awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Creepy as all hell. Really awesome.
Did you do the Resurrection of Evil, the add-on?
Yes, I did all the add-ons. Really good because it came with all that.
Yeah, because that was a really good add-on, man. I want to go back and play that as well. I do have that. That's definitely a scary and disturbing game.
Yeah, the BFG edition.
Yes. That is a hell of a gun, man.
Big fucking gun edition.
That's awesome. My gosh. Yeah, that's especially, the scary part is like we just talked about where you enter the portal into hell.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit right there.
Man.
You're in hell, and yeah, it's awesome, man.
Like, how do I get out of hell? Do not want to be here. I got number 4 is BioShock.
Yeah. BioShock was pretty creepy there, man.
Of course, we got to have that in there, right?
Yeah.
That was scary and disturbing, very unique game. Most gamers are familiar with BioShock. I mean, let me just say something about Doom 3 real quick. Do you remember when you're playing in the beginning, you're the whatever character you are, the mercenary or whatever, and you go into one of the bathrooms and you look at yourself in a mirror?
Yeah.
And when you look at yourself in a mirror, like it's a dead version of you.
Yeah.
And it goes right to your face, and this music like just starts, and that scared the hell out of me. That was a really scary part in the game. I remember for Doom 3. Before I forgot about that. But yeah, BioShock 4 at number 3. I have Silent Hill 2, which I think this is the first horror game I played from beginning to end. It has a certain style, very graphic, disturbing images that really stay with you for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, that was that was on the Xbox and the PS2. But that was number 3. Number 2, I believe, was your number 1. Condemned. Scary and disturbing. Could have been a great series. Second game was horrible.
Yeah, they destroyed that.
Oh, I don't know what. One of the best horror games ever made, which is why it's my number 2. I mean, that just was a great game, and I love the whole survival horror thing, like you're saying, where you only get a certain amount of bullets.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
that just adds to the fear. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if you're going in, you got all these guns, you got all this ammo, then you're like, eh. But if all you guys a little pea shooter with like 9 bullets, you're like, oh, son of a. You know what I mean? So it's awesome.
Then you got to start using your shotgun as a melee weapon.
Yeah, pretty much.
You turn it the other way and start smashing someone over the head with it, and then it breaks like it would in real life. Yeah. Which is really cool. Man, they should have capitalized on that. That would have been a great. But anyway, good idea. My number 1 game, you've never played it, but as you know, I am a fanatic for the game Manhunt.
Yeah.
That was my number 1 pick. Very scary and very disturbing. The music's haunting. I own the soundtrack. It's the atmosphere of the game. It's a hide and kill game. Most times, if you get caught, you're dead.
Yeah.
I mean, you just get attacked. Definitely a stealth-driven game that gets your heart pumping. Rockstar was the developer.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong with Rockstar? And I played it again this summer. It was probably the 5th or 6th time I played it, and at the end of the game, you run into a boss. His name's Pigsy, and he's basically this guy that's just nuts that has this pigskin on him with a chainsaw.
Yeah, that's just some creepy shit right there.
Oh, dude, he just follows you around, and you got to sneak up behind him, stab him in the back, and run. And oh my gosh, you'd want to talk about get your heart pumping. I'm even going to put probably this week, because it's Halloween week. Every day I'm going to put up a photo from a horror game, like up on our Two Guys Talking Games Facebook page, and I got to put Pigsy up there for one of the days, just so people know, just how in case no one knows what he looks like. He is creepy.
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's man. I mean, you never play that. I always wanted you to play that because I wanted you just to experience just how nutty the game is.
Yeah. I gotta see what I do. I gotta find some time.
You know who played that game?
Huh?
Our buddy Mike.
What?
Tazflash. He actually played Manhunt from beginning to end.
How the hell? Oh no!
And he hasn't played much.
Oh no! Hell no! I
can call him out because I know he's probably not listening to this.
Oh, of course not.
So yeah, he actually played Manhunt. He loved it.
Huh.
But anyway, those are my picks. You know what I did want to share with you also is we were talking about BioShock.
Yeah.
And they have a date for the Burial at Sea Episode 1 DLC.
Yes.
November 12th.
Yeah, November 12th. That's pretty soon. That's not bad.
That's a couple 2 weeks away. Are you picking this up?
Yeah, most likely yes.
Okay.
They also put up and I don't remember what it is right now. I'm sure you can look it up right there. The release date for Titanfall for the Xbox One.
And you know what that date is?
What day is it?
Look familiar to you? It's the same day as Dark Souls 2.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's probably why. I guess I got 2 games to come out that day.
You're going to be switching between consoles.
That's going to be a twofer. Hey, it is what it is.
March 11th.
March 11th. Yep. Yes, that's right. March 11th. Yes.
I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes. Well, I'll be picking them both up, man, because I've been looking for Titanfall, but waiting for it.
Yeah.
And
that looks really good.
They also have a super extra special secret edition for Titanfall.
Oh no.
Yes, they do. They do with this huge 18-inch statue.
So you don't get like night vision goggles.
No, you get this nice little diorama statue of things going on. I haven't really, because I read it, but it didn't mention if it was PVC or not. So it's still up in the air, because if it would have said PVC, I don't think so. But we'll see. I gotta look more into it. I actually gotta go in and put some of my game reserves on Amazon.
Yes.
I ain't fucking with that game crap.
Yes. Yeah, I think Amazon's gonna get most of my business this year too. They did have something funny. I read a blurb on cheapassgamer.com. They were talking about deals this week, and they said that you get like X amount of percentage off Battlefield 4 strategy guide if you reserve the game. And the guy that posted it said, "Let me give you some advice. Don't buy the strategy guide. Just shoot whatever's in front of you." That's the strategy guide right there.
But see, this is what I don't get.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you buy a strategy guide for a Battlefield game?
I think that was the guy's point. It's like it's a first. The game shines online. You don't. I mean, it's never really a lot put into the campaign. If you really, same thing with Call of Duty.
Yeah. So it's like I don't get.
I mean, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be playing online. You don't need a strategy really for the strategy. Is you got to just play more and more to get experience playing.
Right, and shoot.
And that's right. shoot what's in front of you. And move on.
I really hope you're not sitting there waiting for a strategy guide to tell you, okay, now around this corner, there's going to be somebody who's going to be popping out, and you're going to need... No, man. Not when you're playing a shooter.
What you want to do is you want to squeeze the right trigger.
Yeah. So don't just hold it down. You're going to want to, press it and depress it and press it, in
little spurts.
Little spurts. That'll help you out more,
And when they drop, you stop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right? Is that the strategy?
Yeah, well, that is the strategy that they're throwing out there. So we'll see. But yeah,
that sounds like a great idea.
Back on that Titanfall.
Yeah.
I don't like that. GameSpot is calling Titanfall the spiritual successor to Call of Duty.
Really? And did they say why?
No.
They're calling it that? Huh. Isn't it a third-person game?
No, it's a first-person.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a first-person.
Okay, I don't know why I thought it was a third-person perspective in the game. I thought some of the gameplay I saw.
No, it's all first-person because look, when you get into robot, it goes into the screen there, and you're seeing everything first-person, and
Spiritual successor to Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't know why the hell they would call it that, but.
Yeah, I'd have to read the article and find out, what reason they said that, why they said that. Yeah. That's kind of strange, huh? But let's see what else is going on here. There's really not much else going on. I looked at the BioShock, the DLC, Dark Souls. I'm hoping. It would be great. I mean, I'll wait till Dark Souls 2 comes out. That's fine. It's March. It's not that far away. But I would love for them to release a beta on Only reason why I'm saying the Xbox 360 is because my PS3 died.
Right.
So I just want to play it, So that would be great if they did that.
But see, here's the thing. You got to think about it too. Dark Souls was made by a company in Japan.
Yes,
and
that's true.
This company caters more to PlayStation.
Yes, that's true.
And they are not gonna sit there and release this beta for Microsoft because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which sucks because, for everybody who's out there being a fanboy right now, talking about haha, because PlayStation's better and blah blah blah. See, the people who lose are the gamers.
Right.
Of all that bickering, the people who lose are the gamers.
That's true.
It's a game.
That's true. No matter what console it is.
It's a fucking game.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it's a game. Let it go.
It is. Yeah, you're right. Let it go.
Let it go.
Enjoy everything.
It's a fucking game. Let it go.
Let me ask you something about Dark Souls. I just thought about this. Why didn't you put that on your list? I mean, that's kind of a creepy game, right?
I didn't really find it to be that creepy. I don't find the game to be that creepy. See, the thing is, it's got big boss battles. It's got some creepy areas, but Dark Souls never really had a gripping storyline that would drag you in. Now, if in this game they had something that, a storyline that was more engaging, a storyline that was more in depth and actually drew you out to feel some type of way towards this character and the situation, then you know what, it would have been more it would have been creepier. It would have been scarier. But as it is right now, I mean, if you sit there and think about it, really, what would be so scary about the game?
Yeah, I know. It's not a horror game.
It's not a horror game. There's hardly any storyline to begin with. There really isn't.
That's true.
All you got is what? The opening cinematic. And then every time you're going to go fight a boss, you see that little cinematic. And that's it. The end game.
Yeah, you're right.
That's about it.
Yeah. No, you're right. And it's if you think about it, if a game is so good where the lack of story doesn't even bother you, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about how good the game is, and you're right, and there really isn't a story.
Yeah, there really isn't. There really is no story. So why would it? It's okay. You can't compare a game like that has no story to an in-depth storyline that could really draw you in and make you scared, like Dead Space, Doom 3. Those type of stories where there's a lot of things that you pick up and you're reading. Now, if Dark Souls had these little things, these tomes that you pick up, to try to stay in character of that type of game, these tomes or these letters that you find, and you would sit there and read and grasp, it'll give you more of a understanding of what's going on and actually give you a storyline, a backdrop.
Yeah.
Then that shit would be scarier. Like, look at Priscilla in that painting. They only gave you a little bit of what happened to her before, and that she was all tormented, and boom, she got sucked into that painting, and that moved her into that world, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Throw that out there.
Yeah,
Make that into a particular thing, and give me a reason why I should go there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it doesn't. So, in storyline and making it scary, it really falls short. It does. It falls short.
You wonder if they even did that on purpose. Like maybe there's so much mystery involved in the story portion of the game that people go to these, like the Painted World of Ariamis. Like you go there in hopes to find out something else about the game.
Yeah. But
here's this mysterious.
Yeah, but there's nothing.
Really,
there's no tones, no nothing for you to pick up, no anything like like they do in these games that's scary, like Dead Space, like Doom 3. I keep going back to these games because if you've ever played them, you're constantly picking up things from the ground that have texts in it that you read, or that you hit play and you start hearing these people talk and saying things.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That adds to the storyline. But that's where this game fell short on that. You know what I mean? It really doesn't have a storyline, but it is still a really good game.
Right.
You know?
Right. So they're doing something right. It would be nice if they came out with a beta for the Xbox, but I do understand what you're saying. Where the developers, a Japanese developer, and Sony. It was a Sony game originally with Demon Souls.
Demon Souls, right? We were lucky enough to get Dark Souls on the Xbox. You know.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
I did play Demon Souls, of course. Great game. Played it, beat it.
Yeah.
You know, awesome game. And glad to see Dark Souls. You know, I don't know why they didn't call it Demon Souls 2, or like they're calling Dark Souls 2. You know, but
it'd be kind of cool if they came up with a third, like some other title, like I don't know, something Souls, Devil Souls or something, another word that begins with a D.
Yeah.
In Souls, it'd be kind of cool. But I could see that like eventually you're gonna run out of words.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dave Souls, or start using names. Debbie Souls.
Debbie Souls. Oh, fear the Debbie Souls.
Doesn't sound scary.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Doesn't sound scary.
Little Debbie Souls.
A
fucking cupcake.
A little other blurb. Yeah.
Little Debbie Souls.
Little cupcake souls.
Little ding dong. Little ding dong souls.
It doesn't sound as mean, Hostess Cupcake Souls. Oh my god, wait, we're gonna get sued because of that? Because I used the name Hostess. Oh my gosh! But I will say this: like my 10-year-old and I came up with the creepiest boss battle in Dark Souls, which is probably the easiest boss battle. But the whole idea, we were talking about was it Pinwheel?
Yeah, Pinwheel.
Pinwheel. Just the whole idea of the name and the music surrounding before the boss battle, and then you start fighting Pinwheel and you kill him in like 10 seconds.
And it's like, bitch, all that for you?
Yeah. Right. I'm like, what?
Like,
but that was like one of the easiest, but one of the creepiest ones that we came up with the name and great game. I'm sure we're gonna talk about Dark Souls on and off, the whole time that we're on the air.
If you haven't noticed, huge Dark Souls fans.
Yes. Big fans. Oh man. So you have anything else you want to add this week? Because I'm all out of stuff.
That's really it for me. I mean, I gave my list of scary games. Thank you everyone for sharing your scariest games and stuff. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for adding and commenting and stuff. And keep it up. We'll be posting up what next week's podcast will be up. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, that's it.
And please comment and subscribe on YouTube. Like and comment on Facebook, and tell us your thoughts.
Yes, yeah. Anything and anything will be welcome. Thank you.
Cool. So, well, we are two guys talking games. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.